morning, Vietnam. Really dating myself there, right? Really dating myself. Last night, what? Good morning. Good morning, Lisa Fry, my mystical life. There's that. Hi. Oh, that's, yeah, come cruise with us. Come sail away. Because we're fun people. I meant to. Anyhow, it's all good. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We're going to pull from the Spirit of the Animal Oracles this morning. I'm going to see something. Do we actually think I'm going to go by the hourglass? Do we? Do we really? Because, well, it never really works that way, but I try. I really do try. I've already done some mailing this morning. We've got some crystals in the mail this morning already. I've done my TikTok. I do. I spend like 10 minutes on it and then I move on because it's just kind of fun, right? But I'm really trying to figure it out, and it's just not the easiest thing for me to figure out. I don't know why. But I did notice this morning I was looking a little old on the screen. I was like, oh, look at that shit right there. Old for TikTok. Ellie Coyle, good morning. I have a timer. I know. I have an hourglass. It ain't gonna work. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I see a bunch of new people on here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a wonderful group of intuitive, and of course, everybody's an intuitive, right? Everybody on the face of the planet is an intuitive. So what I do is I help everybody else figure out some of their own answers, and we pull cards, and a lot of channeling activity has been going on lately. Last night was our final mediumship. We'll start another mediumship class up in April. We're going to start another one up in April. Well, maybe not April. I plan on going on a trip in April. Gotta think about that. That's a thought. That is a thought. I know, at least I'm trying, Ellie. I'm giving an effort, man. I'm giving the college try. And I should put it up here so you guys make me accountable. I got to figure out how to put it up here so you guys can see it. Wait. This is called Turning Back Time. If I could turn back time. Back here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay. So we have a bunch of new people on here. I am going to pull this morning from, yes, I understand. The Spirit of the Animal Oracles. My guides are sitting here going, I'll do that again. They're really, really beautiful cards by Jody Bergsma. I'm sitting here and I pick up my deck of cards and my guides are going, we told you we don't want you using cards for a while. And I'm like, I know. It's a habit, right? But I feel like I need to give a card. Katya, good morning. Good morning, Angel. I feel like I need to at least give the card and then give some readings if that is what I'm pulled to do in the morning. I will be on this evening at 5 p.m. Central Time. I had to think about it because I have another class tonight. So I will be on at 5 p.m. Central Time doing some readings as well. But we are on this morning to do our giveaway, right? And our good morning. How the hell are you, right? You love the red chair. Thank you. Isn't it a happy chair? It's such a happy chair. It needs to be clean because Odin has anointed it. Odin's our Great Dane. He has anointed the chair, but it is a meditation chair. I have a chair here and I have a meditation chair over here. And what you guys can't see is and don't look at my messy desk because I haven't finished setting up my craft area, but I have a massage bed out right now. And I'm not using it, but I think I'm going to lay down on it today and actually do some self-healing. I need self-healing. I got to tell you guys, the minute, let me pull a card. Lisa gets distracted. The minute we think that we're perfect, right? The minute we think that a home is better with dog hair, I agree, that we don't need healing anymore, guess what? we really need healing, right? The moment we think that we are omnipotent and we are the shit is the time we need healing. I'm not thinking that about myself at all, but I do know that I have some glitches in my matrix right now that I need to take care of because, oh my God. And I'm thinking that maybe there's a lot of energies going on right now. Who else on here is right, Tina? Who else is feeling? Who else is feeling the glitchiness right now? There's and we were talking about it last night on the mediumship class. The feeling that the veil is very thin. Communication comes very, very easily right now, and just not even just easily, but yesterday we were doing live yesterday night, and I mean, this woman come across is just like right on point right now, and she was showing me damage to her side of her face and yellow tulips, and it was a woman that her daughter had a gun accident, and it was just like, holy cow, they're being direct. Holy cow, they're being direct. And I looked at her name and I knew it was for her. And normally I do gallery mediumship, but man, that individual mediumship has been on point lately. So if you guys are feeling a little wonky, it's because there's a lot of high emotions going on and the veil is so thin, and our guides and our loved ones are trying to give us information. Numbers, guys, the numbers are raging right now. Not raging like angry, but they're all over the place. Angel numbers, validation numbers. Now is the perfect time to say to your guides or your past loved ones, I need a sign that you're here, a little bump. Can you give me a little sign that you're here? And definitely watch for the validation and be very specific about what you ask for. Don't just say, well, tell me you're here. Say, I want to see pennies on the ground. I want to see feathers. I want to see, I'm not even going to go into my bewitched validation. Okay. A lot of you on here already know the bewitched validation. It was crazy. It was wild, but it was on point. It was exact and blew my mind. And so as we come through, just know if you're seeing numbers, if you're feeling the need for validation, ask for it and your guides will bring it. It's this Aquarius. I agree. I really do agree. As a matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can get Tammy Manzo to come on and talk on the membership about the age of Aquarius and what it means for us. I'm going to see if I'll just sweet talk her. If you guys don't know who Tammy Manzo is an off the chain astrologer that a lot of people on here have already had readings by her. If you could give her a little validation, you guys, Tammy Manzo is amazing. And I'll even give you her link. She is North Node Venus Astrology on Facebook. And I have to tell you, she is really amazing. And if she gets a bunch of people, she's going to go, what the hell is going on? What the hell's going on? So, but she really, really is an amazing astrologer. And she just takes the time to explain everything where you understand. So let me pull that card before I keep talking, because oh my gosh, really, I haven't gone out of my time yet. Yeah, feeling very blah, feeling a little lost, a little drifty, a little throat punchy. I'm having issues with, yeah, I have to be on a schedule. So today's card is beautiful. Just like you, right? Who's told you you're beautiful today? Have you told yourself you're beautiful today? Because you are stunning, right? Who feels beautiful this morning? Who feels beautiful this morning? Thank you, Jude. She's just amazing. Yeah, we're all feeling a tiny bit lost right now. Honestly, yesterday, the best thing I did yesterday was get online in the evening. I had such a rough day that I wasn't angry so much as I was frustrated, and I had plans and then things didn't work out. And when my plans get shuffled, I need I need to be able to be expanded beyond where I'm at right now. My soul is very roamy. Like I want to be here and there, and I like to travel, and I like to get out, and I like to do things. And I think I'm feeling a little shut in. I'm feeling a little shut in. And it's okay. I'm working on it. But I'm also working on some shadow work at the same time, going, whew, this is mean. So here's the card. Our card is about community. And why is community important? Why is community important? We all need a safe place to be able to bitch and vent, right? We all need this space. And my ears feel like I'm underwater really deep right now. My ears just feel like I have so many messages for so many people that it can be overwhelming. And I don't get like this. I'm very, this is what I'm doing. When I'm done, and I move on, and it's just a thing. And there's so many messages right now. Community is so important. We have to have some place to feel like we can go in a safe area and give information and take information from some other people. Give that it's so important. It's so important. If you were say you're a spiritual person, you're wandering through life and you don't have anybody that has any confidence in you, are you going to have confidence in yourself so much? Because you don't have that sounding board for that validation. We need validation, and our community is where we get that. That is why we have late bloomers. Late bloomers was an accident, and you've heard me say this before. Late bloomers membership was an accident. It wasn't our intention when I started that day. It wasn't. I started a new webpage and I went, oh, look at this. And I was posting, which I'm doing in the next couple weeks, a remote Reiki class so that it was super affordable for people to get on, to learn it and really get that certification. Because a lot of times you go online and you get super affordable classes and they don't give you certification. And a lot of people need that piece of paper. Okay. They just need it emotionally. So that's what I set up to do that day. And it turned into something totally different that is beautiful. I just love it. It is so beautiful to see so many people be able to gather. And the new classes, we already have members that are coming forward and saying, I want to teach once a month. I want to teach a class. And I think that's just amazing. I really do. Our class, a member-led class was by Jenna Clark, and she did access bars. It was this past Monday. Right? Okay. Look, it's like my batteries wore out, right? No, they didn't. I feel my empathics are overloaded right now. I have to be careful of what I'm reading. I just had this conversation with my mother-in-law just now, that you've got to disconnect sometimes. You have to disconnect, because we're buying what everybody's selling. We're buying what everybody's selling, and we're listening to what we are supposed to, because what has happened over our generations, we have things we've always been able to rely on that we're not able to rely on anymore, but we're still in the pattern of that. Right? So make sure you're being discriminative of, I know why my ears are burning. I just figured out why my ears are ringing. I'm wearing Moldavite. I walked into my bedroom this morning and I haven't worn my Moldavite in a long time. And I'm like, good morning, Fred Green. I'm unsure. We'll wait and see. Oh yeah, a Moldavite, you guys, is very, very expensive. I know I'm letting him just do his thing. He has his belief system, and that's fine, you guys. It's totally fine. We have to love everybody for where they're at in their lifetime, and it's as well as hopefully they have been taught to love others in their lifetime as well. So we just let that go, and if he gets offensive, then I will deal with it. But at this moment, we're just going to love him for exactly where he is and hope that he does the same for us, because that is the correct thing to do. That is the loving and correct thing to do. So let's just put that energy out there. Moldavite And that is exactly why my ears are buzzing. February, you guys, is Alien Month in the membership, right? If you are interested in the membership, Jennifer, could you pop the membership up there for me, please? I didn't want to keep popping in and out. The membership, if you want to go to the membership, it's like $11.11 a month is the starting amount, but we do classes and meet and healing sessions and all sorts of stuff. Sam will be home to do the healing session on Friday. He might do it Saturday. He's going to do it Saturday, and then he'll do the giveaway as well. He'll be home Friday evening. Yay. But then he leaves again on Monday, and he'll be gone for 3 weeks or whatever. But I think I'm getting a Reiki session. I think he's going to do this live, and I'm getting a Reiki session. So I'm like, you guys, if you've never had one of Sam's healing sessions, which most of you haven't, they're off the crate. He has such incredible energy that I have to say, you have to rein that back because you're making my brain hurt. Any Pleiadian messages? It wasn't my goal this morning. Any Pleiadian messages? Okay, let's do that. I'm not going to go into trance to do this. I'm just going to funnel some messages across. Oh my gosh, that stinks. What? Katrina McCabe, absolutely. That's a good reminder. Thank you. February is Heart Month. Make sure that you get your heart checked. She has congenital heart disease. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer's like, sure, I'll do that. Oh, her Moldavite flushed down the toilet. Oh, we have a big piece like this. It looks like a teardrop that I don't even know where it is at the moment. It's somewhere. I don't want it in the bedroom. Okay, so let's talk Pleiadian. I don't know. And the reason I say I don't know is because my eyes want to close. My eyes want to close. As soon as my eyes start tearing and they want to close. So let me get a handle on that. Hold on. Oh, that's not cool. Okay, I don't know that I'm not gonna. I honestly, like, I'm sitting here. Aliens. I don't want to say it's aliens, but it's aliens. I don't know, but you said about your earrings and ear ringing, and it comes to me. Yeah. All right. Oh yes, Moldavite has a mind of its own. I'm trying to decide, Isis, whether I'm going to do any channeling or not, just because I feel like I want to go into trance, and I'm not set up for it. I don't have anybody to. I didn't have anybody set up to do that. But what were the visitors over California this weekend that were spotted? I just get light ships. I don't know what form they came in, but they're talking light ships. So if they were balls of light, that would have been light body ships. Voldemort. They're just really. What is on my cup? That ain't right. Okay. All right. Okay. So, were they just balls of light? Were they balls of light, or were they visible ships? Because I hear light ships. I hear light vehicles. So what's really funny is I have one guy that is like trying to be a mediator here, or is a mediator. And the one thing he says is, why so serious? Why are we so serious? We are digging so deeply and getting so invested in here. Let me do this. I need to do this because No, I'm not channeling Prince. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Okay. He has been pushy. Okay. So what we're doing is we're going to be talking to the Pleiadians, and it's really interesting because they're talking about how serious we are at did I catch Fran's message last night? I didn't. Okay, hold on one second, guys. I'm going to keep coming back over here. Trying to keep my eyes open. All right. It's funny because you practice and you practice and you practice to do trance mediumship, and then all of a sudden, or trance channeling, and then all of a sudden you don't want to do it because you're like not in the situation to do it, and they want to do it, and they're pushing you to do it. I'm going, hold the phone, hold the phone. Okay, I know that's my ears popping. No, don't do that. Okay. They're talking about why are we so serious? Why are we not just living within our heart? We really need to live within our heart space rather than within somebody else's heart space or within the anxiety that is going on in our that is going on in our environment. And they're very specific about it being in our environment right now, you guys. This is so weird. He's saying it's not our reality. Our reality is what we make it. Our environment is what we're feeling at the moment, what has been put out there for our consumption. So they're saying make sure that you're paying attention to your area and not worried about what other people are trying to, and they're actually showing dropping energy into your heart space. And they're saying pay attention to your environment, your personal energy. Not only that, make sure you're paying attention to your family, keeping your family's energy in your mind as, okay, how can I contain, not contain, that's not the right word. How can I help my family maintain a level playing field here? And they're not talking about outside of your kids and your husband and all that. They're saying right here, your immediate soul family that's right the closest to you right now. They are the ones that you have been put here to help in this lifetime. They're the ones that you have been brought, you have decided that now we're coming back now because it is important to be here in this moment because we are the movers, the shakers, and the changers. We are the ones that are helping build harmony in a very, very chaotic and pre-planned destructive world. So pay attention to your immediate soul family because that was part of what you signed up for. Was you sat down as a group and you said, look, this shit's going to be rough. You watch my back, I'll watch yours. And it doesn't mean you're everybody's savior. You need to know that. You need to know that you're not everybody's savior. And that includes, of course, your immediate soul family, because maybe part of their lesson is to deviate and be part of a problem. And if that's the case, you work with love and always keep them in your heart and send positivity to them because the likelihood of them gravitating back to you is greater at that point. When spring comes, plant a tree. I don't know if this is literal. When spring comes, plant a tree and take care of the planet. It doesn't matter if you plant a tree in your yard or if you plant a tree in the forest. You are bringing in new growth. You're bringing in a new existence, actually, because we want to talk about the connection to. We want to talk about the connection to your planet with the network of neurons on the planet that connect what we don't think is a connection to us, but is actually part of our energetic flow. Is when we are creating new life by going out and planting a tree, we are increasing our vibrations on the whole planet. I don't understand what he's trying to show. He's just showing me planting a tree, gold coming up from out of the, oh, I understand. Okay, got it. Thank you. The gold represents the healing that we all bring in for each other. So by bringing in a little bit of something, a little bit more life to our planet, where maybe it has been diminished in another area, we can go out and create something new. We are creating healing for our planet because that energy is what sustains us. That energy, by the of course the chemical process is what they're talking about with the tree and the oxygen and the carbon dioxide, and the creation of a healthier planet is also going to create healthier energy for us to move forward energetically and create change. Even though we feel like we may be powerless, the more energy that we have that feels healthy, the better we're going to be, and the more we are going to push out a loving energy to create the change that needs to be happening on our planet. I know I got the dogs in the background. The tree, he keeps using this tree reference about making our planet healthier. He says that there's a healthier planet coming. We have to be patient. We have to embrace change, whether the change feels like it, change feels like it's horrible or positive. We have to work with it. We can't fight against everybody that is moving things forward in a different way. So if we're working on one direction and they're working on another direction, we're not supposed to be butting heads. We're supposed to be meeting in the middle. And this is where a lot of people are having a problem. Don't think my way, you're evil. Don't think my way, I can't talk to you. And how many people have been shut off on social media by somebody because they don't think the same way as somebody else. And that's what they're saying. We need to be able to say, just like with the gentleman that got on here, that's his way. That's his way. And he was very actually polite about it. He only posted one time, as far as I know. He expressed his belief and he exited. And that's why I didn't remove it. He's allowed to have his own thought process. You're allowed to have your own thought process. And they say, just don't try shoving it down the throat of somebody else, because that is not harmony. That is not working towards partnership. Agreements. I'm having a hard time figuring out the word he's giving me. Yes, he was polite. He didn't go on and on and on and on. And, you know, I'm a firm believer in religion. Not so much where it's just doctrined and organized to the point where we are connecting the dots, but I firmly believe we all need something to believe in. Without that, we fall apart. We believe in a higher power. We may not believe in his higher power, but don't we? Really? Isn't it all the same thing? It's all the same thing with different names. I've said that my whole entire life. I said that when I was a kid. My parents looked at me like, what the hell? It's all the same thing with different names. And when humanity realizes that, that is when we're going to come together. And we will come together. We will come together. And it is going to take an exterior force to bring it around. I'll say it again. It's going to take an exterior force to bring it around. The day something shows up in our skies, whether it be good or not, is the day humanity unites. Now, what we do with that is why they're not showing up in the skies, right? We have our own growth to do. We haven't gotten to that point yet where we are ready to see that. Okay, I'm ready to see it. You may be ready to see it, but the people as a mass, are they ready to see it? What are the governments going to do? What are the governments going to do? Because what they believe that the population will do. That's the key. Do the governments already realize that they absolutely, this is totally channeled. The governments work with them anyways. They're aware of the governments are aware of them. But if they were to show up in the skies, obviously it would cause another problem. That would be the way that would be the when humanity has to unite. People aren't ready for it. There would be panic. It would shake belief systems. And just like we were just saying, we need a belief system of some sort to move forward, to feel like we are doing the right thing. We need validation. As humans, we need validation. That is part of this meat suit, part of our ego and our meat suit. So we need that validation. And that is what a belief system gives us. We are judging ourselves on what we believe the divine wants us to do. Whether we think we're judging ourselves or not, we are. Does it matter on the other side if we're good or bad? No. We're going to go do this same thing on the other side no matter what. We're going to go over to heal. We might need more healing because we did worse stuff in our life than we had maybe anticipated, and we stay over on the other side for more healing before we come back again. But we all need something to believe in. This got deep today. They already go to the moon and Mars. I believe that we have, I'm looking to see if something's going on. They're just, they're in our atmosphere. They're in our atmosphere, you guys. How many people realize, how many people realize that we have crafts in our atmosphere? In our waters, underground. And I'll tell you, actually, before, it was a couple years ago. Why so serious? Every time I hear it, it is in the Heath Ledger Joker. Why so serious? I have one guy that just loves the movie. Whatever. I just go with it. You know, it's funny how our guides come across, right? It is funny how our guides come across. Why so serious? But it's interesting. We have been one giant experiment. I don't believe that, Vedra. I believe we have been 7 giant experiments. My guides specifically tell me over and over again that there are 6 civilizations underneath our crust, underneath our surface, not our crust, because the crust of the planet would be deeper, but underneath the surface where archaeologists have ventured so far, we see our history. They tell me there's 6 histories under that. 6 histories. That would make us the product of a 7th human experiment. A 7th human experiment. We're not. They talk about the Nephilim. They're talking about the Nephilim. And this is the craziest information. I know nothing about this. They want to talk about the Nephilim, and this is so sucky because Aaron wants to talk about the Nephilim so bad, and he's sleeping, I'm sure. The Nephilim, they want to talk about the Nephilim as being the last great human civilization here on the planet, and how eventually it will come to light that there were larger beings. The deeper we go, the larger the beings will become. So they're showing me chill. They're showing me under they're saying under our feet right now there are larger energies that, and I understand the energy is part of that, and that it's really interesting because they started large and they stayed large, where we started shorter and we have grown over time. And they're talking about a reemergence of some of the energies from the last civilization. Look, my feed is going crazy. I know, I'm sorry, Ellie. I would have used you too because I was having the hardest time keeping my eyes open. But they're talking about the resurgence of the energy from that energy coming back. It's why we are evolving and we're getting taller. We're getting taller because the Nephilim are right under our feet, and the energy, they want us to be taller, that we're supposed to be tall, but they saw some flaws and they saw some flaws in their design the last time, and they had to do some changes. Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Uh, Lemurians are under Mount Shasta. I will validate that, and I know my validation doesn't mean piss in a pot, but I have done journey work, and I spontaneously went to Shasta. I didn't realize where I was going, and there is a crystalline type of structure underneath that I attended a meeting of some sort at, where I have gone and worked with Ashtar in that area. And it has the one thing I can tell you is it has a healing chamber in it, but I can also tell you that it has a lot of electronics in it. That it was really weird. But there's another one in the first one I went to. That's the second one I went to. The first one I went to was in Denali, up in Alaska. So it is. Do they have resources to help deal diseases? They said, we don't need resources. We need ourselves. We are our own healers. We have everything we need to heal. We were designed that way. We have created our own issues and then created our blocks to get back to healing. We have everything we need to heal. Okay. Watch on Secret, not The Secret, on Gaia TV. I never remember his name. Dr. Devos or Devalos. He talks about how he healed himself from where he had almost every bone in his body broken, and within 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, he was back doing a triathlon. How he healed his own body. I know somebody on here knows that. This is really a lot of energy. Supposed to be 120 inner earth communities. I would not be surprised. I know that there are subterranean or under the water. I know there's under the water, and I'm not talking like the snorks here. Okay, guys. I'm talking about, I don't even know. It's like, I see ships going into the water and then into the ground again. So it almost feels like there's maybe a cavern under the water that they enter. Okay. I need a minute. I need a moment. My head feels like I have like a pressure cooker going around it. I'm reading as well. Yes, we are going back to a higher consciousness. We are doing a loop, you guys. So we'll talk about this. And we're going to talk about this. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about Lemuria and the fall of Lemuria. How many believe that Lemuria sank under the sea? That was the fall of Lemuria and Atlantis. Give me I do. If you think that the fall of Lemuria, Ellie, I mean to tell you, they're stomping me, man. I am just sitting here going, what the heck? I haven't closed my eyes. I really needed to in the beginning, and I'm kind of working through it. So, okay. You believe that Lemuria, the fall of Lemuria, was when there was a great wave and they fell into the sea, right? Okay. So let's talk about the fall of Lemuria and why it's relevant to what we're going through right now. The fall of Lemuria. The Lemurian culture lasted for 10, 12,000 years and is a beautiful place. And you noticed I said is because it's still in existence. Everything happens at the same time. There is no time. It is just a human construct. We are all within our lifetimes all at the same time, right? When I do my shamanic journey, I always go to Lemuria. We are keeping our eyes on your eyes. You can see how hooded they are, right? I'm sitting here going, so when Lemuria was brought to be as a Pleiadian outpost, it was a human experiment to see how they would communicate with those on the planet. And I think some things happened that they didn't anticipate. when Lemurians landed on when they started their civilization, it was beautiful. It was a shared community, and it was just they're technically, you're right, Melanie, there technically is no past life. When you visit the Akashic records, you're visiting a record of something else that's going on right now. So when the Lemurians started their civilization, it was very beautiful, and they didn't need voice. They didn't need to talk. We have a troll. Where's the troll? Oh, let me get rid of him. Got him. Gone. Thank you. So when they started their civilization, they didn't have the need for communication. They didn't have the need for talking. They did everything telepathically. They still had a connection to the divine, right? They still had a connection to their extraterrestrials. They still had a connection to the source, all of that. So they didn't need to talk. And what happened was, the longer they were on the planet, the more civilizations were discovered, or discovered them, having worked on this huge continent. By the way, Lemuria is a huge continent that is, it was like I would have to show you the map. Hello there, Glenn Fry. So what happened was, they had to start communicating. They had to start talking. They needed to trade. So they had to bring their very high vibration. So if you've ever been told that you're Lemurian, you vibrate very high, it's because that resides within your soul. They had to bring their energy down to be able to vocalize and talk to womb fruit, talk to other humans, right? Because they had a human existence. They're in a human body. That's what they chose to do. What happened was, about 4,000 or 5,000 years in, they realized, we have brought our energy down so low to be able to communicate. We're losing our connection. We had better create a log of everything we know. Bring in Lemurian seed crystals, right? Lemurian seed crystals. Oh, shit. Yeah. This ain't going to last very long. Lemurian seed crystals, my precious, right? The dolphin. Yay, Glenn. Oh, Glenn, I'm so excited. Give everybody give Glenn a whoop whoop. Good call, right, Glenn? A good call? Anyhow, this is the dolphin. And the Lemurian seed crystals, and I'll try to hold it up here so you guys can see, have the barcodes on them. I can't get it on there. There a little bit. The barcodes, and they hold the information of the Lemurian society. Okay, they hold the information of the Lemurian society. Because they knew that they were losing their connection, this is what they did. And it is very, very specific. Not every crystal that has ridges is a seed crystal. A lot of quartz. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. Our youngest just got, I could cry. He got a job at the United States Postal Service, and it is something they needed so badly. Awesome. So when I got, okay, I'm fading on this, guys. So the seed crystals, you can meditate with them and rub the barcodes, and you'll get information. And like I said, they grow specifically. They don't grow in huge clusters. You can tell by this one, and I'm kind of getting off track. This had a crystal coming this way, but it was a single individual crystal, right? They grow very specifically. There are a lot of people out there telling you that they're selling seed crystals, but my background's cool. Thank you, Glenn. It's my new office. I feel fluffy. So they downloaded all their information as, here is the fall of Lemuria. There was no great big wave. There was a wave, all right. It was a wave of human consciousness that snuffed out the connection to the higher divine and their extraterrestrial origins. That was the wave. Very symbolic, but that was the wave. It was, we are now on a human energetic level. We no longer I vibrate up here. They had 6,000 years to get this recorded, you guys. 6,000 years they were aware of their downfall, but yet continued on because it was part of the process. So, all right, Ellie, we'll talk to you later. So don't get a Ouija board. I guess I can call a pastor to bless my house, or I'll get a Ouija board. No, don't get a Ouija board. For the love of all things holy, don't get a Ouija board. Okay, so that was the emotional wave. It was the bringing down of the energetic field of the Lemurians that was actually their downfall. Because what happened was they said it's 6,000 years. They, oh my gosh, we have this going on. Let us send out colonies. We're going to preserve it best we can, right? So we had some really sacred, look at everybody. No, bad juju. We had some really sacred things happen. We had a satellite in Atlantis. We put a satellite area in the Mayan culture, a satellite area in the, North America, a satellite area over by Egypt. Somebody from Oklahoma is calling me. I don't know anybody in Oklahoma. Hello?
May I speak with Sammy?
He's not here. May I ask who's calling?
May I speak with Lisa?
This is May I ask who's calling.
This is Stephanie with Allstate.
Yes.
I was going over your homeowner policy, and I was just looking, and I noticed that you have stuff in Ohio. I was just checking to see if you had moved the auto to Oklahoma.
No, we have not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that would save you a lot on your home if you had. I just wanted to check up with you because sometimes those things fall through the cracks. So I just wanted to make sure you were taking care of them.
No, it's all good. We haven't moved that here yet, but we're talking about it. So we'll let you know if we do.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All
All right.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It wasn't an extended warranty. That's a plus. Let's see. Ellie Coy has a spirit in her house scaring her 7-month-old. They were talking to Ellie. Yeah, you don't want a Ouija board. You don't do that. Your bra is full of crystals today. So that was the fall of Lemuria, and that's what they're talking about. We are going full circle. I know this is a long way to get there, but we're going full circle right now. We are going less to the humanity and more to the spiritual. Can you guys see it? We're the influx of the new people that are here in this specific moment to raise the vibration is amazing. You're from Oklahoma? Yeah, we're here in Pawnee, Oklahoma. So she's like, that's funny. I'm like, I don't know anybody from Oklahoma. I have a Virginia number. We have a home in Ohio. We have a home in Oklahoma. And when somebody calls me and they're not like, I know, I'm like, what? Anyhow. So yeah, Ellie's awesome. But I am actually, where is everybody from? I need a minute. So let's get a little going on. Where's everybody from? I'm going to gather myself up and I'm going to turn this off because I'm done. Oh, they don't like that either. Like I'm done. And they're like, what? Oh no, I don't think so, but we are. Cincinnati, Grand Rapids, Arkansas. I want to go to, what is it? Hot Sulphur Springs in Arkansas. I want to go. California, Texas, Minnesota, south of Boston, Massachusetts. Sam's in Maryland. Washington, Ireland. I know you're in Ireland. You're supposed to be doing homework. You'd be in Michigan, Nebraska, Missouri, England. I want to go to England. I want to do like a 3-week or 4-week trip to England and the Arthur Findlay College, and then I want to go visit people that I know. Yeah, right. Selenite. Tampa, Florida. Hopefully Bay City, Texas, right? That feels so much better. You're in. Wow. You claim it all. Lived in England for 2 years. That's cool. This is just me doing filler for a second, you guys. You're listening from Puerto Rico. You guys, make sure you go over to My Mystical Life on Facebook, like, follow, and share. You'll know when we're going to get ready to do stuff. We're going to get ready to do I'm going to put a Facebook event out. I'm going to put a Facebook event out to do a trance channel session. This is really hard to do right now. For some reason, I'm having the hardest time channeling and keeping my mouth straight. So it's because they want to do trance channels so bad that I am kind of pushing that back. It's a new experience. I think we should all go to Elliott's Island and see Ellie, right? I was born in Puerto Rico and moved to Michigan. You're back in Michigan, or are you in Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico. Oregon. I want to go to Oregon. It's just, I've stepped a foot in Oregon. That's as far as I've done. There we go. Airbnb house straight. Wouldn't that be fun? You know what? I'm told that in 2023, we're going to do something. Yeah, my Moldavite is pushy. Maybe that's it. I mean, I hate to be like, maybe I should take off my Moldavite, but maybe I should take off my Moldavite because I'm stumbling over words and everything. And I don't usually have that kind of a push. So I know 2023, we're going to have something going on. I'm not quite sure what it is going to be. Although 2022, we have the cruise, right? We have the cruise. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to get off here, and I will be back at 5 o'clock. I need to go for a little bit. I need to go ground for a little bit. And I'm going to talk to you guys later. I will be back on at 5. I am from where Mr. Rogers was born in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, and Arnold Palmer is from. That's cool. I love. Did you guys see that Mr. Rogers movie? It was amazing. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to be back on at 5 o'clock. I will do the giveaway at 5 o'clock. Let me see what the giveaway is. Because I'm like falling short of the mark on doing a giveaway, I'm going to give a piece of Azurite away. I'm going to give an Azurite point away at 5 o'clock. Okay. Piece of Azurite. A piece of Azurite. You don't want to go to Michigan. Okay, guys, I will talk to you later. I just need to ground a little bit. Are you feeling every time I came, you never finished live? What? Are you fooling people? Every time I came, you never finished live. What? Or it just came on at the wrong moment. Am I fooling people? How about 5? And just like that, they're gone. Okay, guys, I will talk to you later. Have a great afternoon. The dogs are telling me my time is up anyways. And we will see you guys at 5 o'clock. All right. Bye.